All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening to another episode of Full Body Cast Presents Garage Night. Before we get to the Garage Night, though, let's talk about the sponsors. We just like to, go out this holiday season, go downtown, go hit up Cole Street. They got some cool stuff, and stop in, have a drink at Cole Street Brewery, 1627 Cole Street, Enumclaw, Washington. Say hi to Sean, tag yourself in, talk about all the great things that you're doing, and get 15% off your drinks. Hit up Bordeaux Wine Bar as well. Get $2 off your flight as well there, or first drink. And then also Mazatlan, Enumclaw Mazatlan. Say hi to Andy. We had a great time the other day out there with Aaron Mayer and Shane McNeil and Carrie Bentley. Carrie Bentley had a great time. A lot of fun was had. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. And then also, I just want to shout out the Patreons as well. Of course, I kind of missed her last time. Katri Hoban. She has been so great. She was there for Full Buddy Friday as well. So let me just rapid fire these puppies off, especially since I'm about to get paid tomorrow by them because they're amazing people. Love them all. We have got Kellen Hall, Holly Graff, Adam Kenny Art, Seth Loop, Cassie Spencer, Amanda Keating. She sent me a pretty funny video. I should share that on Facebook at some point. It's where she put the Brouhaha t-shirt. She washed it, put it outside to dry a little bit. I think she forgot about it, left it out overnight, and it had warped into the bar stool that she had set it on and draped it over, and then it just stood up on its own. Like you could take the bar stool out. It was so frozen with the weather, it just stood there, or it was crazy. It was like its own little table. Pretty sweet. Shekinah Sarver, Jared Skelly, Homer Robertson, Ben Illman, Jamie Roberts, Jamie Kenny, Paulo Doodle, Jackson Zeidhook, Sasha Carrot Lynn, Thomas Savageau, Anthony Wright, Sage Hills Golf and RV Resort. Had a great time at the Cows in the Christmas Trees. Cameron Stratton and Ben Craighead, but Cameron Stratton is the one that is the Patreon. So whatever, Ben. We're all about Cameron on this episode, on this show. Katri Hoban and Homer the Vet. Check him out on YouTube, Facebook. Love him. So we've got Garage Night. We got Craig Bentley on the mic.
The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy brown log.
We also have Corey Bentley on the mic.
Hello. How are you, Travis?
I love Zach Moss. I'm a big fan of Zach Moss. He's rewriting the history books.
He's going to.
He's amazing.
He's good.
He's good.
He's good.
He's good. I also am a fan of AJ Brown. He's rewriting history books as well.
Yes.
And
one catch for 8 yards.
How about 6 games in a row, bitch?
Whoa.
And
we put up a wall over there.
And
Philly fans.
I'm just curious. We got a few things we're going to talk about. I haven't talked to Craig and Corey in forever. We're going to talk about the recap, but there's some pressing things concerning football. So if you're bored of football, just skip through this. But I'm not. I love football. Big fan of football. Zach Ertz, released by the Arizona Cardinals today. Did the Eagles pick him up?
Maybe for nostalgia. I don't care if he plays. I think he's done.
Done in general, like not going to go. Like they didn't do a courtesy to him. Like, hey, we got Trey McBride now. We're looking pretty solid.
They did. That's how they released him.
But yeah, so they said that. But was it also kind of a?
I think they allowed him to go find a team that is going to compete this year. I think that was the courtesy. But I think that they don't think he's as good as McBride.
He's got a playoff run in him.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Load him up on, but where would he get loaded up on?
I hope he goes to the Niners now.
I see him, if it's just a team looking for something for a playoff run, he could easily end up at Baltimore.
Oh, because Andrews is out. Ooh, that's interesting.
That doesn't seem likely.
Just saying.
I mean, they could use it, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I got a terrible cough that I'm dealing with right now. It's Nothing more than just a terrible cough. It's this weather. I hate it. Corey, we had the predictions that the Colts would be 5-12. I think they're at 6 right now.
Yeah, they're already overdoing it.
So at this point, no matter if they make the playoffs or not,
they ruined their draft pick now.
Is this a great season? Is this? I mean,
it's an overachieving season.
Are you happy? I think the Seahawks had an overachieving season last year, kind of the beginning of this year.
Oh yeah, it's definitely overachieving when you lost Richardson already too, and JT's been out most of the season, and you're still winning somehow.
Yeah,
you're winning ugly games.
I forget how quiet you are. Aaron sat at yours, and he's kind of loud. So I had to turn your mic up. Sorry about that.
Aaron's louder than me? That's weird.
Yeah.
Aaron's louder than everybody.
Shane, did you listen to the Shane and
Aaron
I did. Episode?
I did.
How did you like it? Did you have fun with it? Was it entertaining?
It was. I like those guys.
When was the last time we talked to Shane?
This morning.
Well, before that.
It'd been a while.
He talks to him every morning. That's his wake-up call.
We had. So what did he say? Did he have fun on it? Did you guys talk a little bit about that?
Oh, we didn't talk about this. I don't talk to other people about this.
Not about your show. I meant about his show. Did you say you listened?
No, I didn't tell him that either. I don't want people to know I listen.
As you're wearing the hoodie. What's
he just tells people he found it.
Were you surprised when Shane started apologizing? Like he was the mean guy in high school?
A little bit. I could see Shane being like that now, but the Shane I knew really wasn't the mean guy in high school.
Wait, you're saying he's mean now, but not
No, I'm saying I could see him the way I know him, feeling like he was that mean person. You know, kind of like trying to right some wrongs, I guess.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are like that. As you get older, I think a lot of people think that they maybe have wronged somebody and want to apologize for anything that they did. So I kind of see that, but I don't think. I mean, I hung out with him a lot in high school. I don't think he was mean.
Yeah, I thought he was very welcoming, very nice.
Now, Aaron Mayer, on the other hand, should be apologizing to everybody.
Everybody. Up and down the block.
Yes.
Stopping in at random houses and just saying, hey, I'm sorry, I don't know you or anything, but I probably wronged you at some point. Did that trigger any stories or any memories that you had when you were listening that you're like, oh yeah, that's right, or like not really? It was just more entertaining.
I was just entertaining to kind of listen to those guys talk. You know, it would have been cool if I could have been there that night and went out with you guys.
Oh, dude, I got some pictures.
I
got some pictures.
But yeah, no, it was
You
cool.
don't want to talk about this, do you?
I don't care.
Did you get jealous at all?
No. What was my answer to you? If you want to share, what was my answer when you asked if I was jealous?
You said, as long as she's getting free drinks and enjoying her night, it's good.
Yeah. So what did that tell you?
That you didn't care at all.
So you didn't want to pay for his drinks.
She was paying for everyone's drinks. No, I'm kidding. I have so many dancing pictures of Carrie. I might sell a full buddy cast calendar, and it's just gonna be Carrie on the dance floor. And it's a daily calendar.
Does Craig get a cut of it? He doesn't approve.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit.
There's some monetary value to that, then yeah, maybe we could talk.
No,
I'll be hearing from his lawyer.
She was fun. She's a blast. And she sent me a message prior. She said, wait, Aaron Mayer and Shane McNeil are going to this? I'm actually thinking about bailing at this point. Shane loved that, too. Shane laughed out of that. Righting wrongs. Craig, do you feel like, as you reflect back on high school or early on, maybe, ooh, this is a good one. Heading into the holiday season, just got done with being thankful, Thanksgiving. Funny, weird thing. I had somebody wish me, it's an older gentleman, but he wished me a happy Thanksgiving today. And
this is getting to take care of next year in case not a law. He might not think he's going to be here next year.
I think he's driving to somebody's house, showing up like they're like last week. They were like, "Oh, Uncle Fred didn't show up. He said he's going to be here," and oh, he didn't show up. Okay, and then today he's going to show up and he's going to be like, "Hey, where's the turkey?" No, But we're heading into we're heading
That's
into
sad.
we're heading into the holiday season. Righting wrongs. Are there any wrongs? And again, it might have been something in high school or junior high. Maybe you tackled somebody too hard when you're playing football. Maybe you had some sort of apprentice at the job, and the young guy coming in or young girl coming in, and you were just rude and like a taskmaster yelling, yes, I stand there and do nothing. This is how you stand here. You got to hold the clipboard higher. Look through this thing. Make it look like you're doing something. We can't everyone know that we're not doing anything out here.
That's good impression.
Why does that sound bad?
Well, that's both of you guys at both of your jobs.
That sounds legit to
I see
me.
Corey walk around with an order guide, and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I don't know. Brandon ordered like an hour ago, but this keeps me out of doing more stuff.
Just hit buttons.
Making tags. I'm
Yeah.
making tags.
Always making tags.
I'm always making tags.
Popping tags.
Whoa. Forgot Craig comes to the streets. The mean
Wow.
streets right here.
Oh, that's where all his regrets are from.
Yeah.
The streets.
Do you have any wrongs? Any apologies?
I will have a blanket
Oh, okay.
for anything that I have said in the past or I say into the future that I am a very honest
'Cause
person.
I'm going to say some shit.
I'm a very honest person, and if I have offended you or if I do offend you at some point,
It's your fault.
I am sorry. My fingers were crossed.
That's and his feet and his toes. Corey, what about you, man? Any
Not that it comes to like, I'm sure there's shit that I did that I in the moment probably felt bad about, but nothing that like pops in my head right now.
nothing?
Not in high school, especially. I wasn't a dick, or I mean, maybe somebody can get on and send a message and say it was something different, but I don't remember being mean or really saying like other than like normal kid stuff.
Yeah.
I don't
Talking trash.
Yeah, like sports. stuff
Homer
like
goes
that.
up for a shot at McFarland or wherever, and you just go over there and
Take
just,
out his knees.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, normal stuff.
Yeah, normal stuff. And you're like, it's street ball.
High school was cliquey. High school, you always say shit here and there, but nothing more than normal that I remember.
Yeah. I mean, let me ask you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good are your memories, would you say? Not what other people say, but would you say? Because some people say, oh, wow, you remember so much. Craig, scale of 1 to 10, how good is your memory?
Like vivid memories or like as in good or bad?
Sorry, vivid. How your recollection of
Oh.
things?
Probably close to an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
Corey?
Like a 6, 7.
6, 7? Yeah, I feel like I'm an 8, 9. I would say just a little bit, just because I can remember stuff that I said that's super embarrassing, incredibly embarrassing. That happens all the time. But I mean, like when you're a kid and you're rude and you just call someone a name. There was this really big kid on the bus, tall and big, you know, and a couple years younger. And I always liked nicknames of the opposite, you know, like the old Wild West of like, you know, Toothy Bill, but Bill's got no teeth, or like, you know. So I called the kid Tiny, and it stuck, and I thought that was cool. Hey, Tiny, because he was not tiny. And at the time, I think he kind of liked it because he was kind of like, that's like an endearing nickname, I would. But now I look back on it, and I go, ooh, probably shouldn't have called him that.
Get canceled now.
Get canceled hardcore. I probably am canceled.
Good. We're just going to leave now.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and take off.
That's what I've been hoping for.
Yeah.
That's Craig's work regret.
Craig's that he can't get me canceled yet.
That he hasn't got this show canceled.
Hey, anybody out there listening that may be in their own mind a little overweight, you're tiny.
Yeah. Tiny.
Wow.
Craig's calling you that, by the way.
Wow.
Did you guys have any nicknames growing up?
Uh,
Were you like Big Red or like...
He had a high school nickname.
You were Red, right?
no. I mean, people call anybody that Red, but yeah. No, my nickname in high school was Bones.
Bones. Yeah. And that came from...
I wrote on a pencil and handed it to someone, and then it said, "I will crush and eat your bones." And then from then on, that was my name.
Was it
And
Shane?
we were dealing with it was somebody else. I just didn't. I don't know if I can say their name.
Do you feel like you need to apologize to them?
No,
for that?
absolutely not. I'd do it again, 100 times over. Matter of fact, if they were sitting right there, I would find a pencil and do the same thing.
Who was? I'm not. Don't say the names. Don't worry about names. But
There's an English class.
are they still friends with you?
What?
Were they friends with you then? Were
Yes.
They friends?
Yes.
So it was just all in jest. It was all in fun.
Yeah, it was all in fun.
I will crush and eat your bones.
It was actually in English class, and we were reading The Crucible. So it was like,
Jones Corey.
yeah. So anyway, it's stuck.
What about you?
I never had. Ever just call me Bentley.
And no regrets. No.
For them calling me Bentley.
No, in your life, like you.
Oh, I have all of my life is regrets, man.
Yeah. So I didn't.
He did get called Little Bones.
I did get called Little Bones.
Did anyone see you?
Only by one person though.
Is that Craig?
Because I walked into who was the corn nuts teacher? That hated corn nuts.
Denning.
No, it was
Hennessy.
Hennessy.
I walked into I was delivering notes to Hennessy's class, and I remember I think I walked in there, did something, and I heard somebody yell, "Little Bones!" I have no idea who the person was. I had to ask him who it was.
Was it my grade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it the man who
No.
shall not be named?
He actually works up at the golf course.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's the only time I've ever heard that from
Called you
anyone.
Little Bones.
Yeah.
How did your guys' group get formed in high school?
The what group?
Well,
The group we have now?
we'll hit both. No. The one, because who I remember is like, if I could put together the Bones group, it'd be you, Scott Jackson, Marty Merrill, James Klein, Shane McNeil, Nick. We had him on. What? Tanner. I'm probably missing like a couple.
Hyatt, White.
Yeah. Was that all Southwood? Was that Kibler? Was that JJ? Was that baseball? Was that football? What was that?
That was basically high school classes.
Bathhouses?
Yeah. That was basically high school classes because besides me and Tanner, which we were friends from like first grade on, most of the rest of those people I didn't go to school with until junior high and high school and didn't really start hanging out all the time until high school. I mean, Shane is a little bit different. We hung out with him. I hung out with him before that, but other than that, most of those people I don't know where they went to school, but they didn't go to like Kibler and JJ like I did.
But maybe you played some rec league stuff and saw them here and there briefly, but maybe had one or two on a team, but really didn't come together until what, like sophomore year, junior year, senior year?
Probably freshman or sophomore year. I mean, we did do a lot of Thanksgiving turkey bowls, basically all the way through high school. So,
and then even after,
yeah, and after. So, but yeah, it would have been high school for that specific group you're talking about. Yeah.
And then the Skelly, Corey Skelly. Who else?
Good luck naming.
I know that's all I know.
Yeah.
Was it all Safeway?
Gage. Gage.
Oh, Gage Elder. Yeah,
You don't know anybody else that's still.
other than that,
I don't know anybody.
Eli Ness.
Gundy hung out. Zach Jones. You know Gunderson, Mike.
He's the coach now,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I don't know. I know of him. I
He
don't
hung
think I know-
out
Yeah.
all the time.
If I would have gone to
Michael.
your graduate or your
If you would have went for me,
The
then you
reunion.
would have known everybody.
yeah,
Tyson. That's your fault.
yeah, that's on me.
Yeah,
But did you?
because I wasn't going.
So tell me about your. How did you guys all hang? Was it?
I grew up with Michael next door, so we were friends since we were young. He left JJ or Kibler or something. He went to Southwood like in the middle because he moved, and he met Gage, and they were really good friends through those years. And then when we got to junior high, I met Gage through Michael and started hanging out. And then I met Jared through Safeway. He got a job there. We started working together. And then Zach, I think, met through Gage. Jeb Gundy, all those guys, but they all played football together. Like all of them played football. I'm the only one that didn't play.
Do you wish you played?
Sometimes, but by the time that I played football with them outside of football. Like we went and play all the pickup games and stuff. And there's times that I went and played, and then there's other times where I was like, it's too late for me junior year to throw a helmet on and act like I know what I'm doing and go join it.
Yeah. Kenneth Walker is out. I gotta check something real quick. Seahawks are playing tonight.
Update.
I got a holiday party to go to.
Big Seahawks fan tonight. Big Seahawks fan right here.
It is.
More of an anti-Cowboys fan, but
Also true.
Yeah.
he is wearing Seahawks pants for
I am on
everybody
purpose.
that's thinking about it.
You are?
Yeah.
Look at that.
What?
Yeah.
You're just a big Bird fan.
Yeah.
Just the biggest Bird fan I know.
He's gonna wear the Seahawks gear to that Monday night game.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so that got flexed. I definitely wanted to talk about that as well. So that got flexed out.
First time in NFL history.
First time they allowed it this year.
And you want to know something? I'm gonna give a quick shit out
Oh,
to Cairo 7 News.
why?
They posted a thing saying the Seahawks made NFL history by getting the game flexed to a Monday night game.
It
The
was not the Seahawks.
It absolutely has nothing to do with
Well,
the Seahawks.
Slight.
Because what? They may be better than New England?
No, well, yeah, exactly.
That's about it.
But Chiefs are kind of off the radar. They're underperforming. Eagles are playing well, and in one loss?
Yes.
And then you've got the Seahawks that are kind of in the hunt still, where New England's not in the hunt at all. Seahawks are wild card currently this week, the lone position of wild card at the moment. I think there's two, but I think we're definitely super in the wild card. So who knows what it's going to look like in 2 weeks? But
That Bills, we talked about it. The Bills Cowboys game would have been a good flex too.
Bills are yeah.
Because the Bills just took the Eagles to a limit. Their record is bad, but it's not like they've played good games.
Yeah, I'll be the first to admit, I think the Eagles should have lost the last 2 games.
Like,
But they found a way to win.
Oh, you know what? I'll be the second one to admit that as well.
that Bills Cowboys game should be pretty good.
If the
Possibly,
if the Seahawks could take care of their shit tonight and actually beat Dallas,
which they won't.
I don't think they will either. But if they could, then the Eagles will help out and take care of the 49ers this weekend.
Dude, yeah, thank you. Please. It'd be great. It'd be awesome. I was showing my dad, we went to the casino on last night, and I was showing him how to sports bet, and I was kind of showing him the screen, and I'm like, this is how you can tease the spread. Right now the spread was 9.5 in favor of the Cowboys. So I'm like, so right here it's saying that if the Seahawks score under 9 points, then they're covering or if they, not under 9 points, if they don't get beat by 9 or less points, they're covering the spread. And you can tease that. So I moved it all the way up to 16 points, where it's like they could be within 16 points, and you get paid out on this, and this is how much you would win. So I said, let's say you just put $10 in, and I had money in there, and I go $10, you would win $3.80 if they get within the 16 points. And as I was pointing on the screen, I hit the button to submit the bet, and it printed out a ticket. So I have a $10 bet to win $3.80, which is so a total of $13.80. But the Seahawks have got to be within 16 points, and I think I'm going to lose this bet.
No, you'll win.
You'll get that one, bud.
380.
I hope it's a good game.
Me too. I hope it's a fun game. I got to be at I like the work holiday party. I got all the work hard party. It's fun. So I'm a little disappointed, but we kind of have the place reserved, and hopefully there's a TV there, and I can kind of fade in and out of conversation, but have always a TV in front of me. Eagles play the Niners. Who do the Colts play this week? Carolina? No, Titans. Right?
I believe it's the Titans. I mean, yeah, I think so. It's a division game.
Yeah. Titans, man, they are so up and down that they could either barely win or lose pretty easily. They're not really blowing anyone out, but Colts,
Sneak in.
is it the Minshew magic?
Hasn't been magic. It's been rough here and there.
Yeah, you guys are at 6 wins.
It's been rough
You
to get
guys
there.
are at 6 wins.
Rough.
And you lost Richardson. When is Richardson supposed to be coming back?
Next year.
Oh, so he's out for the season?
Yeah.
What do you get? ACL,
Yeah.
PCL, ICL?
Shoulder surgery. He put some icy hot on.
Yeah. Minshew runs out there, ready to roll. I want to talk about the Pac-12 championship. We got the Huskies versus Oregon. Huskies currently in the college football playoff. Undefeated. Played Oregon prior. Beat Oregon, obviously. Oregon's one loss is to Washington. But I think Oregon mismanaged the game a little bit. Didn't take the points when they could have. What are your guys' predictions? This game is going to be played Friday at 5 p.m. So today, when this gets released, or the following, this Friday. So we know it's actually these predictions are going to happen before the game starts. So, Craig,
I want the Huskies to win,
But they're not going.
for the simple fact that if you look at all the talk about top 4 teams, yada, 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 whatever, and you can think whatever you want about some of the other undefeated teams, everybody has put Oregon in.
yes,
Right? I honestly do believe Oregon is a better team, but I want the Huskies to win for the simple fact that everybody has already put Oregon into the 4.
It's hard to beat a team twice.
well,
Very hard.
even
And it's on a neutral field. They had a home field advantage and still barely squeaked it out.
it's in Las Vegas, baby, where I will be next week with the confetti. I'll pick up some confetti. Hopefully, it's a win confetti. Corey,
They have lost confetti.
yeah, they shipped that
Is
out.
it sadder? It's like wet
yeah,
confetti.
It's just it's just wet.
It's one cannon over in the corner. You have to actually go over there to get to it.
Yeah, and instead of it gets shot into the
You
ground,
can't smile when you're over there.
and it doesn't go boom. It goes.
Sad.
What about you? What's your prediction?
I think Oregon wins.
Who do you want to win?
Well, I'd like to see Washington in the finals. That'd be fun, but
Yeah.
I don't think that it's hard to beat a team twice. And then I had like watching here and there. Like I admit I haven't sat and watched a full game the last couple of games, but watching here and there, they don't look as hot as
No.
they did.
Washington is such a weird team where it seems like they're going to lose that game, and then they somehow win that game. And like the whole time you're expecting, this is it. There comes the loss. And then it never happens. So either they're scrappy and they know how to semi-dodge bullets, or they're just lucky.
Even the was it Penix?
Yeah.
The talk about him has cooled off. All the NFL stuff has cooled back of him being a first round pick. But the receiver, what's his name? The Owazi or whatever.
Owandu. Yeah, whatever his name is.
He's the one that's getting more talked about now for the NFL circles that I've read about recently. But
Seahawks are hoping he's there when not the receiver, but Penix whenever they get a chance.
he might be
first
because the
round.
last thing I saw didn't even have him top 5 coming out.
Penix not even top 5?
Yeah.
Odonzi. Anyway, he's got 130.
Odonzi's.
Dude, I hate this weather. I'm sorry, everyone that has to deal with that.
Long bid.
Dude, it's so bad. I'm going to be just at this thing, trying to eat chips, coughing chips all over everybody, watching the Seahawks game. It's going to be a mess. An absolute mess.
You should just wear a mask so you can eat your chips inside of the mask.
It's not a bad idea. And then just sneeze and cough into my mask and just explode chips all over my face. Craig, where were you last week? Or at Full Buddy Friday? How come you weren't there?
I was in California
Doing what again?
at tournament coaching.
And we found out. This is my Carrie impression. This is after a drink or two, maybe. Okay. Hey, guys! You guys want to know why Craig isn't here? Craig's coaching. Fast pitch. Ask me what daughter is playing on this team right now. Ask me which one. 0. None. Not one. And he's coaching not my kid, not our kid, other kids. He's gone this weekend for that. And then the song, and then she's like, "Let's go dance."
Never mind. Never mind.
I was pretty good. I would not doubt that was said more than once. Probably.
Yeah, no, multiple times. Yeah, it was one of those things where sometimes when people have, it wasn't her so much, but people have so much to drink that they will repeat the same conversation or at least a saying or like a sentence or to you. That's kind of, it's not even our kid. Not even our kids on that team.
They're all his children.
Yeah, that's what. I'm surprised you didn't say that. They're all my children. Every which one of them.
I'm gonna start saying that a lot.
What did you
think? Start a cult.
All my children. You should start saying that to your coworkers.
These are all my children.
Yeah, or all the produce. And when people pick up the band, I go, "Yes,
Yeah.
that's the good.
That's a good choice. Henry's been waiting.
Henry's been needing this. Thank you." And then upsell him, and then grab like an apricot, and be like that. But his friend Jeff, Brian Hawks. Do you have any Brian Hawks memories? Because he listened to that one.
I did listen to that. No, not then. I mean, what they said.
Did you think he was going to be an NBA player the way Shane kept on saying over and over that Brian Hawks, he should be in the NBA? He was in the NBA.
Brian Hawks was a very good basketball player. I do believe there's people that were better than him in our grade.
Dustin Jones?
No. I didn't even know what you were talking about when you said that.
Dude.
Although I have seen, I believe it was him that jumped over the front of a car. Like he had some vert.
You think you just saw Dustin Jones jump over the car?
Well, no, I'm saying is athletically. He was very athletically talented, but I don't remember him being an elite basketball player.
In junior high, he definitely was. Oh, no, sorry. Elementary school for sure.
Okay.
Dustin and Brian ran J.J. Smith.
I mean, it's elementary school.
They were good.
I ran Mr. Warren's flag football.
Yeah, dude, did you do Mr. Warren's flag football
with
too?
The jelly football.
We all did.
The jelly football was the worst. And let's rank footballs real quick, okay? Real quick.
Whistler Turbo #1.
No. Not if you play receiver, because that whistler hurts you. Oh, if that hit your fingers wrong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But you could throw it 100 yards.
I love this. I love this topic right now. I'm going to throw these things out. You tell me, give it a 5-star rating, or 1 to 5. Okay. Wiffle football. It was a wiffle. It was a football that was plastic and had holes in it like a wiffle ball.
I don't remember ever using
Kibler
one.
had it.
It would be. I
was
went to
terrible.
Kibler. I don't remember it. But anyway, yeah, it was probably terrible. 0.
Okay. Yeah, let's do the whistle, the Nerf whistle football.
5.
A 10 to throw, a 2 to catch.
Scale to 5.
1 to 5? Okay, 5 to throw.
What about the miniature, not super mini footballs, but like junior sized, and it would have like a team on it where you might have like the printing of like the Kansas City Chiefs. I think that was getting tossed around a lot.
Like
back
a
then.
turbo or an actual football?
An actual rubbery, but it would,
4.
a little smaller.
4. Because you could also still throw it 100 yards.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Those, and you can catch those. Is fun too.
A Nerf one that your dog would take a bite out of, and you hated that. But
2.
Not turbo.
not turbo, just a regular Nerf, like
1.
almost full size football.
1. And they get waterlogged super easy.
Yeah, they were very good. The turbo regular ones got waterlogged too.
Yeah.
A regular football, a regular Bernie Kosar with the stitching
The Duke
football, like a regular leather.
3.
I'll go 4.
A college, like overinflated. This thing feels like I'm throwing or catching a beach ball, especially as a kid.
2. It hurt.
My favorite's the midsize.
Midsize.
5 is that one just below the NFL level.
Yeah.
That I could catch that all day long.
The XFL original ball that came out that had the grip of like a tire, where it would peel it was rubber and it would peel the skin off your hands.
Never used it.
Ever?
I don't think I've ever used that either.
Oh man, that thing was dope.
But you just wear receiver gloves and you're good.
You're fine.
Even with receiver gloves, I still that mid-sized ball.
Best
was where it's at.
Yeah, it's the prime rib.
And I appreciate it tw because whoever was playing QB could throw it way better.
Yes,
than
put a
they
little
would
spiral
than
on
they
it.
would throw a regular NFL ball.
Yes. Glow in the dark football. Did you guys ever play with a glow in the dark football?
No.
It was a good idea, especially for people that love to throw the football around. But a glow in the dark, it's just still the light refract. It's just too slow.
I've used the basketball before.
Basketball's fun unless you're getting a rebound. Shooting is great. Dribbling's okay. Passing's all right. But like that glow light coming at you is a whole lot slower when it actually gets to you.
Yeah.
Hits you in the face. Like saw it. That's very good. A little fun, little rapid fire football. Any other footballs that you can think of off the top of your head that I didn't mention?
Well, they had the Whistler football that had the whistle built into it. That was the normal Nerf, and that's the one that hurt your hands. But they had the tail one.
The tail one.
That was
smaller
dumb.
tail
That was also
football.
dumb.
But you could throw that forever.
I loved the tail.
I'll give it a
football.
3 only because you could throw it far. That sucked to catch.
Like that was a
Yeah,
Flyers Up.
true.
Like that was fun for those because you could throw it forever on playing Flyers Up in like a big field.
Did you ever think when you're watching the QB challenge for the All-Star weekend,
Yes, I 100%.
Pro Bowl
did.
weekend?
Yes.
The
I wish I did punt,
Yeah.
pass, and kick. I think I would have been awesome at it.
Yeah. The little chalk at the end, and they're just throwing it off these moving like golf carts that have like a big target on it.
I still think maybe not. I can't say with a normal football. I should, but I still think I would have a decent chance on a passing competition.
I think we should set it up. We should do something like a
That'd be fun.
QB challenge.
You know what?
Somehow.
3 weeks, 4 weeks. The day of the waffle breakfast, dinner. We do it.
All right.
Everyone's invited.
Well, I didn't say that. I just said we could do it. We'll video it.
Craig, do you think we'll FaceTime it to you? Make it feel like you're there.
I'd like the blue chalk put on all of them, like in the
Yeah.
the real professional.
Oh,
ones.
yeah. Do you think you guys would do better with the accuracy or with the like the yardage? Like, you think you could really bomb out like a 40-yard, 50-yard throw, or do you think you can?
I think I'm overconfident, but I think I can do both.
I'd be way better at the accuracy because I'd get one bomb and my shoulder would bop out.
I can still throw pretty far with a football or a baseball or anything like that. I still have a decent arm.
What about with the junior football? Like with the would you want the junior football or a regular size football for this competition?
Junior football.
It depends on who I'm going against.
You know what would be fun is if you did put this together, and then you would have the tail football for the longest throw. You'd have you would interchange to make it fun for everyone. Like, even though you're probably not going to throw it as far as, or like maybe some people won't throw it as far, they would still get a whole lot further throwing their tail one.
The vortex.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
Would be.
What I also think would be fun is, I mean, everyone's doing pickleball. Oh, we're getting older. Pickleball. I'm seeing some dodgeball videos, and I'm like, that looks awesome. Dodgeball, getting a gym for a night and just having a full-on dodgeball competition. In fact, Bobby at Take Back Your Life, the gym that he has there, he's like, dude, we should do we get some music going. We treat it like wear your PE uniform, like draw your name on your white T-shirt and wear your basketball shorts, and we'll play music like Pink Panther, whatever. Play all the music we used to hear, and then, or we should play Noggs's
Mat
stuff.
football.
Yeah.
After doing some plyos.
I think in the
floor hockey
in
would be
the-
so much fun.
In the middle of it, you shouldn't tell anybody, but it becomes dance class. Everybody pair up.
You know, if they just spun a wheel that night and said, okay, this is what we're going to do, and if we could get Mr. Carroll and Miss Albright to come back out and blow whistles and scream at us, maybe even have Mr. Christensen dress up as Cousin Eddie.
I'd be down to play some volleyball.
Dude,
I
I'm
love
telling
playing
you, if
volleyball.
we did a full buddy
If I could jump anymore, but
Full buddy sports games.
sports games, and it was just, all PE class type things, That'd be
I don't know.
fun.
Getting a gym is hard.
What?
Like getting a gym was hard. We used to try to get a gym to play basketball.
I'd still
we
start
would
playing
always, we would
basketball
always get
again.
replaced by like sports or whatever the leagues were going on at the time. It was always hard to get a gym because it was always like, what do you want it for? And then we're like, I don't know, 28 to 35-year-old men, and they were like, nah, we're good.
You know what I would do? I would get that those roller things that would every once in a while roll over your fingers and it would hurt. But
It's for scooter
the
races.
scooter races,
Yeah.
so much fun. And then have a ball. Silent ball was fun.
You gotta have it. Oh, if you're gonna do scooter races, though, you have to open it up to the public so people can come fill the stands and yell and scream as the races are going on.
Yes, that's
Like
You
it
need
is-
to do it. You need to do it
or-
as a fundraiser.
Or we figure out how to actually do it at a high school assembly, but us.
you know that's
It's today's seniors versus
Yeah.
yesterday's seniors.
that's a good twist. Here's a better twist, and stay with me on this, okay? This is gonna seem very I don't know, probably crude or
Hunger Games?
bad taste. No, we put on
Squid Game.
a wheelchair basketball tournament
Canceled.
game, not tournament game.
Do your legs work?
No, yeah,
Canceled.
all of us do it. We all play it. We raise money. But just like a good movie, like Usual Suspects, at the end, we all stand up out and like everyone in the crowd's like, whoa.
I don't. That won't be their response.
We've never seen that. We never saw this one coming. What do you think?
I think they would when you see Craig shuffling his feet trying to get to the ball.
Because right now, normal.
No, because the first time that I fall over out of the chair, I'm getting up and I'm done. I'm walking away.
that's going to be within the
You
first
need-
2
Yes, exactly.
You need to tape his legs to the chair like
Yeah.
like Murder Ball. You ever see that Murder Ball videos?
Uh-uh.
Because they have like the sports wheelchairs.
Yeah.
And then you tape his legs to it.
Oh, man.
He ain't going nowhere.
Because the opposite happens now. We go play regular basketball, and by the end of the game, we're going to get wheelchaired out. We're going to be sore and hurt.
That's part of the game. Bring the wheelchairs. As people need them, they have to continue to play, but they're in the wheelchair.
Sub. No
No,
subs.
no subs.
But you get a wheelchair.
If you need it, you use it.
But how fast would you go to that wheelchair, you think? Because you could probably pick the best one right off the bat.
It's up to if you really need it. And you have to be over
Why-
35 to play.
Let me ask you this. Why do you think you'd go to it fast? Do you think there's some type of an advantage for being in a wheelchair?
Well, depending on the wheelchair.
I can't give a shot off. I don't know why.
I'm just picturing you like,
I would-
I'm going straight to the wheelchair. Like,
I'd
there's
want-
no advantage to that.
Yes, only because you get to choose the first wheelchair of the lot. Because some of them might be rickety, some might be very uncomfortable.
But you can't get out of the wheelchair once you're in it.
So I'm going to go for the most comfortable one.
But you might be the only one in it for like a half hour.
I can tell you this right now. I know there's people out there that are in wheelchairs that I guarantee could beat me at basketball.
Oh, absolutely.
But I am never going to choose to go sit in a wheelchair over being able to stand playing basketball.
Just cherry picking.
Are you saying there's people in a wheelchair that will beat you one-on-one if you're not in a wheelchair?
Yes.
Interesting.
I think there's people out there that are damn good at sports in wheelchairs.
I'm not saying they're not good.
I don't think so.
I just don't know if they're in a wheelchair.
Yeah, you're going to be you're having a 4-foot advantage.
That I'm going to play defense on them, and they're going to be that quick unless they injure
Fine.
me with the wheelchair somehow.
I'm just trying to be the nice guy. What would happen if I played somebody in a wheelchair is I'd jump off their lap and dunk it.
I'd put them in another wheelchair is what would happen.
There, you brought it out on me.
Okay,
I was trying to be a nice guy.
How many wheelchair basketball players do you think you could go against, though, before you lost? Would it be 2 or 3?
The Olympic team would take to beat me.
Like all 5 of them out there?
It went from one-on-one to the Olympic team.
Yeah. I'd probably lose to that one guy. I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, the Olympic team.
I
You guys
think
brought that out of me.
I think 3, so they can run the triangle offense around you.
That's terrible. This is terrible.
You brought up wheelchairs.
I know
did.
I did. I feel kind of bad about that. I hit up Veronica for a Veronica Hot Topic, and she just sent me
Wheelchairs.
the most
Whoa.
grotesque pictures I've ever seen and said, "Is that hot enough for you?" And it wasn't of her. She went and found gross pictures and just sent.
So
like,
the
downloaded them.
The hot topic is pictures being sent.
Okay. Let's talk about that. Would you or would you not like a hot picture from your significant other? Are we too old for that at this age, or are we like, yeah, that'd be kind of fun? Corey.
I wouldn't mind it, but I wouldn't expect it because I wouldn't send one.
Oh, so you're saying like, sorry, this is a one-way street?
If you want to, yeah, it's going to be a one-way street though.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Would you send a GIF back?
Yeah, just like
That's all I would say.
It's like thanks,
Dude, I would take a picture. Jamie, I know you're listening. I take a picture every second of every day, and I would send them back. I would send them back. Craig, what about you?
the same picture back to her or a picture
Over
of
and
you?
over. I would just Photoshop my face onto whatever she said. Would
No.
you want a picture from Carrie?
No. I've never cared to do that, and like Corey said, I wouldn't do it. So
Sorry, Carrie. If
I don't think she meant.
Carrie, if you ever need,
it should be me saying sorry. Sorry, Carrie.
Carrie, if you ever need to feel like you need to like, express that to someone, I'm not saying.
Did you just solicit his wife?
No, I'm not. I'm not
Whoa!
But I'll pay for your drinks.
Whoa!
Following the rules over here. I know the rules. Does she listen to these anymore?
Hit and miss.
Is it?
She's
More
on to,
misses.
She's onto a different podcast that she listens to daily now.
Is it just running water? The running water podcast.
No, it's a couple brothers.
Oh, you got your own without me.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. He records it.
Or are you?
I do some voiceovers.
Or when you say
Sends it.
brothers.
He's talking about Gridiron Heights, I imagine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he was talking about some.
She's
He's
stuck
talking
on
about.
Jason.
He's
Kelce
talking about the
and Travis
sexiest man alive.
that. Yeah.
Listen to those dorks, those nerds.
Did you see that picture of them at Cincinnati? And then it's like one of these guys is dating
Yes.
Swift, and one of these is the sexiest man alive.
And here's
Hope for everybody.
I think Homer or somebody sent me a picture of them. And I've seen it on Facebook too, but it's Mario and Luigi because they're red and green. But it's like, no, if Travis Kelce was on the Eagles and if what's the other Kelsey's name? Jason Kelce is on the Chiefs, that would make, because he looks like Mario. If you're talking about Mario people, Jason Kelce is Mario.
Well, I don't know if you guys. I'm assuming you guys don't probably listen to that or have heard, but recently, their good friend Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh, offered Jason Kelce. Go.
But yeah, offered them to come play.
Oh, Travis. Yeah.
Well, he offered Travis. Then he also said that Jace could come, but to go play on the Browns.
On the what?
On the Browns.
On the what?
Cleveland Browns.
I feel like you were about to say something else. Indianapolis Colts?
No.
They don't want him.
So the Cleveland Browns for $500,000, he said.
And some other stuff. So, yeah.
And then Jason Kelce, there's
Life-
no way he offered Jason Kelce $500,000. Although good.
No, he told them they could both come and they'd split it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And free coffee every day from his, because I guess he owns a restaurant.
Nearby.
In Cleveland somewhere.
Oh, interesting. What would you, if you guys,
Browns can't afford that.
if you guys could afford, or if you guys could, afford, or if you guys, what would you guys want? Would you guys want a coffee stand or coffee shop? Would you guys want a restaurant?
Bowling alley.
You already know the answer to
yeah,
that.
bowling.
100% bowling alley.
What if it was losing money? Would you still want it?
If I had enough money that it could lose money and I was
We
having
wouldn't be
fun
losing
still.
money because we'd be running an illegal gambling ring out of the basement.
Oh.
Dude, I have had so many ideas with a bowling alley, including a pretty badass restaurant on the top floor that had glass that you could see people bowling, but you couldn't see up, obviously, for other reasons, but that'd be pretty sweet.
I would much rather see the opposite. If the floors could handle it, it'd be pretty trippy to like watch
The balls
above you as you're eating, and kind
That
of
seems like an insurance
Yeah.
liability.
Structurally, if that would work, maybe, but I just thought it'd be cool to sit and see people bowling.
Seems like
down
a
below
high
you.
premium insurance payment for
that'd
that.
be fun too. I get that. That'd be fun too. Either way, that'd be fun.
Either way, I want to own a bowling alley or run it.
What else? What else would you? I feel like you said. Would it be like a Top Golf? Would you have a pool? Like would it be like bowling Top Golf, where
Like
No.
a sports store?
I would do it like more along the lines of your typical bowling alley that would have a nice bar, a bar with it, because you make a lot of money doing traveling leagues.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
A lot of traveling leagues come through a good bowling alley, so you get sponsors, all that kind of stuff in order for you to make money.
You also have to have like
So you have to have a pretty
64
decent bar.
lanes.
I would also love to have something connected to it if possible. I mean, if I could have the bowling alley, I'll be done with that. But if I could connect something to it, I would do something along the same lines, like some batting cages or something that's sports oriented along with it. Maybe even on the other side. Batting cages on one side, a pistol range on the other side.
He'd bring back the moon jump from Fatback.
You mean Spaceballs?
Spaceballs, yeah, that one.
Yes. Yes, 100%. I'd bring that back. That'd be part of my batting cages. Spaceballs.
Would you have Nerf footballs with whistle? Would you have the whistle Nerf footballs?
Maybe a little outdoor place people could go throw it also. Yeah.
You know what no one's done, and I wish they would? Get with me on this, okay? A bowling mini putt-putt course, meaning you're bowling on a course. The hole is the size of a bowling ball, like two sides, whatever, and you're having to bowl it through.
Oh, like the big pool
like
table ones they have already, where you're bowling the on the pool table.
Is that what they do?
They have those where it's this giant, you bowling like a pool ball, and the pins are giant. It's like
yeah, no, I've never seen that.
They
But
have
kind of
those.
the same thing, but you have an 18-hole course, light stuff, people can drink, and you're instead of putting, you're bowling and trying to bounce it off of a wall and hopefully roll into here and roll down into that, but you're keeping score too. So if you get a hole in 1, 2, 3, that's
I get it. No, there's a whole bunch of stuff.
That seems expensive to set up. Because you want to throw some cool things in there, so you got to do some curves and some lanes and some.
You're bowling out, yeah,
but no, it's not a lane though. It's
but you can build like curves and stuff into where the ball can roll.
Yeah, it's the same thing as a putt-putt. It's just a big putt-putt.
That'd be more expensive.
Probably more expensive.
Setup fees, business minds.
Yeah, but I like it.
Yeah,
the bowling Bentley brothers. What would you call it? We've talked about this before, but I forget.
when we had talked about this, we had talked about trying to do it, and we were going to call it Bentley's Bowl because my dad was going to retire, maybe help set up, run.
He's going to be the old man giving you your shoes.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Now, if I had enough money to do it on my own, or if I had some investors or something, I'd probably have to come up with a name that everybody involved would be in it. I don't know. I mean, Bentley Bowl kind of rings, but do you really want to do that? I don't know.
Honestly, I think Bones Bowling would be kind of that cool. You can
Come crush the pins.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Bones Bowling. Come crush the pins.
Come crush it. It could be a pirate theme.
Yeah. You have to.
I can see it. I can see it. The blue and the white spelling out Bones. Bowling.
No, I'm serious. If I could
pirate theme bowling
financially survive, I would quit my job tomorrow and run a bowling alley.
Can I ask you how much it costs you to coach kids that aren't your own?
0. Oh, cost me?
Yes.
Food.
How are those plane tickets? Who's paying for those?
The team does.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Well, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I love coaching, but I wouldn't be flying around spending money to do it.
Where would you put Bones Bowling at? Where do you think would be a primo spot?
You know, it's funny because we've talked about this for 10 to 15 years. And where they're developing now on 410, that huge spot that was supposed to be like Costco at one time, and then now it's all cleared and whatever.
Yeah.
That huge area I thought would be cool, like between,
Body
close
Lake, Buckley,
but not too close to Puyallup for Daffodil, because you know what I mean. So you would draw from like Sumner this way, and then you draw from Auburn-ish coming this way because Kent has the bowling alley. That's
Auburn
like
doesn't anymore.
Nope. So that's like a center kind of location. That's where we had thought. But I think anywhere close in the vicinity of 15 minutes of where we're at in Enumclaw would be excellent in any direction to have a bowling alley. Because you don't. You have Daffodil and Kent Bowl, and I guess you could call the one down on Pacific and Spanaway, where the hell that is. That's your closest bowling alleys.
How bad do you want this?
I wanted it since I was like in high school. I would love to do it.
Corey, how bad do you want this?
Not as bad as he does.
Would you still work at it?
Yes.
Would you quit immediately as soon as and just?
If I was making enough money from it that I could, yeah.
How would you run it? Would you be the guy? Would you be maintenance guy? Walk around. Check
You know,
the lanes?
you know what's funny is when I did a portfolio. I had it all mapped out, cost effective, what it would take to open up a bowling alley. You know, we're talking 15 years ago. Everything that you do besides you got your building and equipment are the most expensive, right? You got balls, shoes, all that stuff, all the setup. The most expensive person on the payroll at the time was somebody that could run or fix machines. A mechanic that understands the bowling machines was the highest on the payroll at the time when I was doing for a portfolio of having to see, like, you could hire somebody to do shoes, or you could hire somebody to go fix a lane, like, whatever, or run the bar. Well, I mean, that's a little bit different, but, generally run the day-to-day operations. But the person that actually has to fix the machines in the back is somebody that has to be certified to do it, and they make the most at the time.
That was a long answer of just saying the most expensive guy that we would hire
is a bowling mechanic.
Is the mechanic.
I just wanted to express how much effort I actually have put into figuring all that out.
So when I put together this portfolio, there's a portfolio that I put together for this bowling alley. I listed everything out, all the costs.
15 years ago.
Yep.
What I would do is I would purchase a bowling alley that's already in movement, already has something there, like Daffodil. I would call up John Taffer. I'd have him come out and scream at me for a week, redo the whole thing, and then I'm good. That makes sense?
If you're Frank Wright, yes.
Ooh, I would fly constantly to Indianapolis, go to all the Colts games, sit outside, and just hope, just pray that, what's his name?
Jim Irsay.
Would come through.
That's bad that I knew what he was going with.
And I would just pitch this idea to him and just say, what do you think? He'd be like, so sharks?
Hey, you got to keep Jim Irsay's name out of your mouth. All right? He's being
Will Smith.
He's
I'm
being
gonna punch this in the face.
he's being profiled because he's a rich billionaire.
Yes.
You didn't see his interview?
No.
I can't even defend his interview.
What was it?
He did an interview with Brian Gumbel, I think, and he started pressing him about his arrest.
Oh,
and
wait,
like,
was this like 2 years ago, or is this like?
It just came out recently.
Oh wow!
And like he went off and got like super defensive, and basically said that he got profiled because he's a white billionaire.
Oh,
that's the only reason they arrested him. And then like he tweeted like the next day how he was going to sue a bunch of people because they were like covering. I think it was people on ESPN started talking shit about him, and he like tweeted he was going to sue him or something. And the joke was like somebody needs to take away his Twitter because his old man is going off on it.
Yeah, he's gonna Kanye it by accident. All right, well, we're at the hour, believe it or not. A lot of fun stuff, and the Seahawks game's starting soon. I got to shower up for this party, so we're going to end it. But let's do some shout-outs. You already did a shit out, but we'll allow another one for Craig. I'm going to shout out first. Can I shout out first?
Go ahead.
If you're listening and you have like $5 million just to kind of, you know what, I'm going to invest in something. I'm going to shout out that you do not invest in Bones Bowling Lanes because I
put it all in Full Buddy Cast.
Yes. Yeah, we can do a bowling alley.
Full Buddy Bowl.
And what a cool little fun thing where if we were to, he wants to ruin my podcast. He's wanting to get canceled for years. He's trying to drive it into the ground. What if we did a sneak attack and I create a bowling alley?
And that was your epicenter for your recording the podcast. So he had to come there
sometime. Come here. That's amazing. And then we hire him as the mechanic and pay him the most on the payroll. Because I put together a portfolio about 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know if you know about the portfolio that I put together with an Excel spreadsheet.
He's just going to survey the pins.
Yeah.
He's looking about right.
You're like, I would, when you build this thing, you're like, we're gonna save so much on surveying. I could do that all myself.
That would be true.
Craig, what's your shout out or shit out?
I want to do 2 now.
Oh, wow.
Because I can do whatever I want.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm going to do a shout out to Jamie Roberts.
Yeah. Okay.
He's the reason I'm got the Philadelphia and Seahawks tickets.
Oh, really?
So I'd like to give him a shout out. Hopefully, it's getting changed Monday night, so hopefully he's still going to be able to go and hang out and do some stuff. So, yeah.
Oh, so you guys are going together.
Well, yes and no. He's supposed to be there. He's got several sets of tickets, and I have. He gave me a couple of tickets that he normally uses. He'll be better tickets somewhere else,
Oh, okay.
but we're still going to try to meet up.
Pre-funk a little bit?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I'd also like to do a shit out to Brandon.
Ooh, a non-Eagles fan?
No, I don't think he's an Eagles fan anymore.
What
and
happened?
And I'll tell you why. We all talk fantasy football, and it's separate from your normal football, right? Like, for instance, I have CeeDee Lamb. I start him. He's a Dallas Cowboy, whatever.
It is a bummer to start him against the Eagles,
yeah.
but you got to because it's CeeDee Lamb.
But to take Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts on your team equal and start Dak over Jalen is horrible.
Yeah, that if you
Dropped him to number 10 Eagle fan.
Yeah, so it goes Jamie, you now,
A lot of other
a
people.
lot of other people. I think there's one more, maybe me, and then Brandon.
Yeah, that's my shit up.
Dude, that's sad. I mean,
My
that's-
shout out is to Brandon for beating Craig for me. It helped me out. No, actually, I don't know when we'll record again. So my shout out is to Brandon because at some point, probably before we ever record again, he'll be a father again. So congratulations.
Congratulations, Brandon. You're a good dude. I'm now seeing. So if he would have started Jalen,
Oh, it's the exact same.
so
he
then-
still would have won. It wouldn't have mattered. That wasn't the choice. It was just
But
the
still,
fact.
Yeah,
Hey,
why wouldn't he do that then?
that was my-
What were they playing? Dallas playing Houston. Eagles are playing.
The Bills.
but he has AJ Brown.
But Craig had CeeDee Lamb.
Oh wait, no. They're playing the Commanders, I think. Yeah, maybe they're playing. Either way, dumb. But I love you, Brandon, and congratulations on being a father again.
Yeah, is he naming? He's naming it Dak.
Maybe you should text him and suggest it.
Great idea. If he's last place, is he last place?
No,
Who's last place? Anyone that you can even mention?
Garrett.
I think.
Garrett's
Yeah,
the last
Garrett's
place.
been on here. Who's in first?
Corey.
Do you
Corey's
remember-
We're
tied.
tied for first.
Who are you tied with?
Jaron and Craig.
Oh, nice. So are you clinched playoffs? You think? Are you close?
Basically.
You and by the way, I lost last week, so I'm 1 game behind now.
Oh, that's right. Me and Jaron are tied on
Him and Jaron have clinched. I am basically
On the bubble
clinched,
to getting in.
but yeah,
Yeah. Every league I'm in, I have either clinched or I'm on the bubble to get in. I just need to just finish out these
Bubble
next couple
watch.
weeks. This week is rough on the bye weeks, though.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm playing the 3 leagues I'm in. 2 of them guys have Lamar, and I play Corey this week, and he's got Josh Allen.
Oh,
Not only that, well, Andrews would have been out, but
Who's your
I
backup?
lost him anyway, Lawrence.
He's got a good matchup against
But I had
Cincinnati.
Allen and Diggs and Andrews that
Yeah.
all would have been out the same week.
Diggs is starting to fall off the radar.
And
for me.
Edwards.
Kind of pissing me off. Gus
Yeah. Gus the Bus.
doing well,
Yeah. Last week he didn't do much, but
but he's been doing
he's
well
been
this
doing
week,
well.
or this year. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. I got to go. Go Seahawks. I knew you were playing tonight, and I'm super excited that you're playing.
Go Eagles, but thank you to the Seahawks for destroying Dallas and taking out Dak Prescott. Good work.
Taken out?
Good work.
Injury wise?
Yeah.
No,
Wow.
take him out of the game.
Take him out of the game. But
I don't wish injuries on people.
Okay,
No, no,
because
no.
wow.
But let's just say this real quick. Let's back up and say taking out Brandon's favorite team,
The Dallas
the
Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys.
Yes.
Go Colts. Keep overachieving.
I feel like you tell that yourself in the mirror every day, just for you. Go Corey. And keep
No,
overachieving.
I do the old Saturday Night Live skit. People like you.
Gosh darn it.
Gosh
People
darn
like
it. People like you.
All right, everyone, have a great week.
Goodbye.